Tom. I was very happy when Terry asked me to be a part of this video. Although he did say to me, Jean, you've been around a long time, so I think it's a good idea for you to do this video. Wasn't real happy about that part. But Tom, we've known each other for over 30 years. It all began when Harry and I were servicing your account, and this account will remain nameless for many reasons. But I couldn't let this video go by without telling the story. And Tom already knows what I'm going to say. One day you called me. Now I'm going to prompt the story by saying that everyone that worked at this account was a little edgy, with the exception of Tom. He was always a pleasure to deal with. So this one day he calls me and he says, Jean, I really need this. Tried to explain to me what he needed. And I said, okay, I think I got it. And here it is, blah, blah, blah. He said, that's not what I need. And he hung up on me. Needless to say, Tom called back and he did apologize. But I couldn't let this go by without telling the story. Tom, I know this is not goodbye, because you have to come back every day and have lunch with Harry, because no one else is going to do it. Happy retirement, and we will miss you very much.
Hello, Tom. I wanted to wish you well in your new job as risk manager at Disney. No, in all seriousness, I really wanted to let you know that I've enjoyed our many years of working together, from the days of working with that certain demolition contractor who seemed to always take down the wrong building in the city of Philadelphia, to our current clients who have presented some unique challenges to us. Anyway, without further ado, I really do want to wish you well in your new endeavors. I want you to fully enjoy your time, and I want you to take care.
Hey Tom, congrats on the retirement. It's been great working with you for the past 10 years. I've learned a ton from working with Tom. Tom initially was the construction practice leader here at what was Commerce Insurance at the time, and also was heavily involved with the Interstate account, which I worked hand in hand with Tom, as well as a few others. Funny story about Tom, I actually ran into him of what I thought was a coincidence at an airport on the way to Disney World. But what I didn't realize is that Tom is there 300 days out of the year, so it really wasn't a coincidence. Learned a lot from Tom over the years. He is an individual who is certainly one that keeps his nose to the grindstone. He's a strategist. He can dissect any issue into small little parts, and you have it all figured out, which is an attribute. At times it can be a struggle to deal with, but he's doing it for all the right reasons. The other important thing to note about Tom is he is a very kind individual, caring, and would do anything for you. Important thing with Tom is to get everything in writing. That is something that he swears by, which I can understand. I really do appreciate everything that Tom has done for me over the years, and again have learned a lot from Tom, and I wish him all the best in the years to come. Hopefully Bernadette isn't too bothered by you being home 24 hours a day now. Hopefully you can find a nice hobby, pick up more golfing maybe. But anyway, lastly, this is being recorded, but I also have a written copy that I will email to you, Tom, for your records, so you have it in writing. Love you, Tom. See ya.
One of my first thoughts when Tom told me that he was retiring was that, thank goodness, I will never again come back to my desk, find a pile of printed emails from 2010 with a post-it on it that said, please see me. But thinking back, he really has played a very important role in my professional development. There was so much that I would not have been able to do without his support and guidance. He challenged me every day to work hard and to learn more and grow. I really did learn a lot from Tom. Not just the technical insurance stuff, but a lot of other stuff. I learned that it's better to be over-prepared for a meeting as opposed to under-prepared. I learned that putting information into a chart will solve at least 95% of your problems. I learned that Tom is always right. Even if you think he might not be right, no, he is. And even when it comes to technology, I have to say that Nolan Wright saved the day over ImageWrite a couple of times. One of the most important things I learned from Tom was to lead by example. because he does expect a lot of people, but he doesn't expect anything from you that he also doesn't expect from himself. I really consider myself lucky to have worked with Tom for as long as I did, and I know that the fundamentals that he instilled in me will be with me forever. And as much as I'll miss him, I know that he is very deserving of his retirement, and I wish him all the best in the future.
Tom, we go back 22 years from when I first started in insurance, and it's hard to imagine, but I still remember when I first got in the business and literally working with you and Harry, and you guys were the two old guys at the firm. So the theme that we kind of laugh about you two guys in the pulpit on the Muppet Show, that's a theme that's been going around for a long time. But when I think back, I think about, you and Harry, we all emulated you guys. You had the biggest books, you had all the answers, you had all the relationships, and quite frankly, you made the most money. So, but I've been fortunate now here at Connor Strong, having got to know you better, not only on a professional basis, but on a personal basis. I'm also going to miss our off-site meetings. When we go off-site twice a year, Tom takes us to his favorite diner. So everybody has a bar where people know your name. Tom has a diner where you know his name. And at the end of that breakfast, which is a great spot, he always gives me a bag of granola, which is something I'll miss. So I'll have to ask Harry to get that for me for the next visit. But at that time, I'll miss you as both a friend and as a business colleague, and wish you all the best.
Tom and I have been together for 35 years. And to give you an idea how long ago that was, I got a few facts to share with everybody. At that time, Ronald Reagan was President of the United States. The inflation rate in our country was 16%. The average cost of a new home, $82,000. Average cost of a new car, $9,000. Franz Wagner spends $9,000 in gasoline each year. Another key point was Epcot opened in 1982. And with Tom's frequent visits to Disney, they were able to build the Animal Kingdom. So, good, Tom. Keep it up. Another important fact about 1982, Taylor, Matt Walsh, Brian, Bill Rennie, none of these people were alive back then, Tom. Long time ago. I sat down and I thought to myself, Tom Nolan and me, our relationship, in words like intelligent, hardworking, great leader, integrity, character, they come to mind. But this is not about me, Tom. It's about you. And I sit there and think to myself, what can I share with the group that would explain Tom Nolan? And I said, Tom Nolan has a reputation for being a hoarder. He throws nothing out. Bernadette, you know that better than anyone. And I thought, well, the only thing that my hesitation in doing that was Tom works 40 feet from Franz Wagner. And if you've ever been in Franz's office, you know that Franz is the Wayne Gretzky of hoarding. But in any event, when I first came here, Tom asked me to sit with him and explain to him the financial aspects of a wrap-up. And I did so, taking out a piece of paper and making handwritten notes, and Tom followed along, and we were done. And just a few months ago, Tom came to me and he says, Harry, I was going through things, and here is the notes that he took from that meeting that he and I had at that time. And I sit there thinking to myself, yes, a meeting with me surely is educational, it's motivational, but I've been keeping notes for, almost 10 years. You gotta be kidding. Bernadette, I think he needs professional help. I look and I say, when I talk to Paula and I talk to Kristen and the rest of the Nolan family, when I talked about the words before about character, integrity, they really define your father. And he's been a wonderful friend of mine for 35 years. And Tom, the family here at Connor Strong and Buckaloo will miss you, but no one will miss you more than I. Be well, my friend.